Welcome to the month of June, 30 days all about gin. Shining a spotlight on those that'll make you grin. Fun facts and proper tastings and cocktails Friday afternoons. Discover many different brands and be influenced by me. Song for old. That's right, I am a song for old.
Hello again, everyone. Of course, you are all very welcome to join me on this 29th day of June, my annual 30-day salute to gin during the 6th calendar month. Now, for my final product showcase of 2023 for June, my taste buds are staying close to home here in Ontario, and I'm off to Toronto for a taste of a creatively conceived Giants and Gentlemen Old Tom gin. Before we dive in, let's first begin with a quick reminder that Old Tom is a style of gin. Right, in prior years during June, I have gone into detail on the different styles that are out there, so I encourage you to check out my other videos to learn more about them. A quick recap on Old Tom itself. This style indicates a botanical forward gin with a little bit of sweetness added. Now, it's not going to be a sugar bomb by any means, but it's not going to be as crisp and dry as a London dry style gin would be. Now, the story behind Old Tom has several versions dating back to the mid-1800s. One of them involves a supposed male tomcat that fell into a vat of gin. Another talks about how secret gin houses would have a wooden cat figurine on their door to let you know you could buy a sample. And there's another story out there that states that the style was named after a long-time British gin distiller. Now, regardless of which version is true, all of them are fun to their own regard, and it's a style that we don't see much here in Canada, so that is true. We don't see a lot of Old Tom gin here. Now, the Giants and Gentlemen on this lovely bottle stands for a high-end marketing agency in Toronto that originally created this gin as a bespoke Christmas gifts for clients. Right, it was never meant to really be sold initially. They're a marketing agency, so they're not a distillery. The actual production of the gin is done by Stillwater's distillery in Concord, Ontario. Folks that have a great experience producing very tasty gins for some other godly brands, I'll say, that I know quite well. So they know what they're doing over there in Concord. Alana Nathanson and Natalie Amata lead the charge at their female-founded agency, right, Giants and Gentlemen. And when they came up with the idea for that client gift, they wanted to create a recipe that was inspired by Victorian-era bathtub gin that was made back in the 1860s. But they wanted to do this with a contemporary twist to the recipe. The bottle design itself, well, no surprise from a marketing agency. It's a lovely and definitely screaming old school style bottle. But folks, let me be upfront here. This is not just some novelty product. The gin itself, what's inside the bottle, is indeed a focus. So using locally sourced ingredients as much as possible, this is indeed Old Tom gin. Juniper, lemon peel, lime peel, vanilla, star anise, fennel, and hibiscus flower all combined to pay homage to that style. Right? Back in the 1860s, licorice was often used to add that sweet note, that sweet element. So for these guys, when they're using fennel and star anise, I think that's a real fun twist on that. Okay, so great packaging, neat idea, but now it's time to find out what's in the glass. First, we're going to calibrate our nose, right, 3 times, and the 4th one we take that sniff, as always. 1, 2, 3, here we go. What a warm, inviting little nose that has. It's a little Christmassy to me. I get a soft licorice sweetness right up front with some definite spicy kind of notes from the star anise. I'm also getting a slight vegetal and floral note. Right, juniper and citrus are also in the background there. Definitely different, very fun. Time to taste. So we're going to take a sip, we're going to pass it around our mouth, we're going to coat our 5 flavor receptors, right? Sláinte. So it's a bit of a slippery, viscous mouthfeel, but it's very pleasant. The flavor profile follows the nose with that slightly sweet fennel and warm baking spice coming up front being dominant. Juniper pine, also a touch sweet tasting, and it's all seemingly rounded out by the citrus. Different, intriguing, and delicious, might I say. 40% alcohol by volume, well balanced. Easy to see why this started as a Christmas gift, but certainly quickly became a multi-award winning gin. How can you get it? Well, availability is restricted to Ontario and really only to the Toronto area and Greater Toronto area for now. The LCBO lists it for $54.95, so it's putting it, at the beginning of that premium price range. But let's be honest here, this is a well-made gin in a style that we don't see very often. The packaging alone is worth a few bucks, so at $54.95, I'm saying fair price for what you get. In my opinion, it's worth scoping out if you're in the Toronto area. And for those of you viewing this in Ontario but outside of the GTA, why not ask your local LCBO to bring it in? It's a wonderful present for a gin lover, wonderful present for a non-gin lover, but more importantly, Somm for All thinks it's a great addition to your home bar. To the folks at Giants and Gentlemen, well done. Tip of the cap to you all. And so folks, that's it. That wraps up my final gin showcase for 2023. Tomorrow is my last day of June, and be sure to tune in as I do a recap. I'll also announce my 2023 All-Stars, and I'll be sharing one last easy-to-make at-home gin cocktail. Until tomorrow, be well, stay safe, and cheers from Somm for All.
I am a song for